You've stood in front of the mirror, looked at your hair, and felt like something is quietly wrong, but you couldn't name it. This video is for you. Imagine the right haircut making you look timeless, radiant, and effortlessly younger. Without filters, without dye, without drastic change. I research worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work instantly. Today we're perfecting your haircut, and by part 3, you'll want to pause and look in the mirror. I mean it. We're covering 3 cuts that are quietly aging you right now. And 3 that will take years off your face the moment you sit in that chair. The cut in part 2? It is the single most flattering thing a woman over 60 can do for her bone structure. And the very first mistake? I see it on 9 out of 10 women. Let's go. Part 1. The mushroom cut and the blunt bowl. Why these 2 cuts are aging you faster than anything else. Have you ever left the salon feeling like something went wrong, but you couldn't quite explain what? You asked for a trim. You asked for something neat. And somehow you walked out looking older than when you walked in. That feeling is real. And the first one is the mushroom cut. You know it when you see it. That rounded, puffed, uniform shape that sits like a helmet around the head. Stylists offer it because it is easy to maintain and grows out evenly. But here is the truth nobody says out loud. That round, uniform shape mirrors the natural rounding of the face that comes with age. It doubles the softness instead of lifting it. It hides your cheekbones. It erases your jaw. Your bone structure, which is one of your greatest assets, disappears completely inside that shape. This one is everything. If you are still getting a mushroom cut, swap it for a cut with long layers that fall past the chin and graze the collarbone. The difference in how your face reads is immediate, and it is dramatic. The second cut to avoid is the blunt jaw-length bob. This one is tricky because it photographs beautifully on younger women. But after 60, the jaw naturally softens and widens slightly, and a heavy horizontal blunt line cut right at that point draws every eye directly to the widest part of your face. It emphasizes exactly what you want to minimize. Honestly, this is the one I wish someone had warned me about years ago, because it looks sharp in theory and quietly ages you in practice. Swap the blunt jaw bob for a bob that falls just below the jaw with soft, invisible layers throughout. That half-inch difference changes everything your face does in the light. Maintain either of these better cuts with a glossing treatment every 6 weeks. It keeps the shape looking intentional, and adds the kind of light-reflecting shine that reads as vitality, not age. This is the one that made a friend of mine stop mid-conversation and ask what changed, and all she had done was switch her bob length by 2 inches. Coming up next, the third cut you must avoid. And it is the one most women think is safe. Part 2. The ultra-short pixie trap and the first cut that takes years off. Here is a bold truth. The shortest cut in the room is not always the bravest choice. Sometimes it is the most aging one. Most women over 60 are told to go short. Go short, it is easier, it is chic, it is modern. And so they do. They go shorter. And then shorter again. Until they land somewhere that quietly, consistently makes them look older than they are. And they cannot figure out why. The ultra-short pixie, cropped tight to the skull with no length, no softness, no movement, is the third cut to avoid. Here is why it ages you. When hair is cut this close, the eye travels immediately and only to the face. Every line, every shadow, every contour of the jaw and neck is exposed without any softening frame. Your face needs movement around it. It needs something to travel toward. The ultra-short pixie removes that entirely. There is one technique that changes how your entire face reads the moment you walk into a room. And your colorist or stylist can create it in a single appointment. If you love the ease of a shortcut, swap the ultra-short pixie for a soft pixie with length left on top, textured, layered, with wispy pieces at the temples. That version lifts your face upward. It draws attention to your eyes. It uses your natural elegance rather than exposing it without support. Now the first cut that genuinely takes years off. The soft, layered lob. Lob means long bob, falling between the chin and the collarbone with long, blended layers throughout. Yes, that's simple. The layered lob lifts your cheekbones. It elongates your neck. It frames your jaw with movement rather than a harsh line. Those beautiful eyes of yours become the first thing anyone sees, not the cut itself. Ask your stylist for face framing pieces that hit right at the cheekbone, and layers that start mid-length and blend toward the ends. Maintain it with a trim every 8 weeks to keep the layers feeling light and intentional, not heavy and grown out. The next part reveals a cut so specific that most stylists will not suggest it unless you ask. And when you do, the transformation is almost unfair. Part 3. The second and third youth-boosting cuts that most women never hear about. You've been sitting in that salon chair for decades. You've pointed at photos. You've described what you wanted. And somehow the conversation always circles back to the same 2 or 3 options. What nobody tells you, and what I am about to, is that the cuts that work best for women over 60 are rarely the ones stylists lead with. They are the ones you have to ask for by name. The second youth-boosting cut is the curtain bang lob. This is the layered lob you learned about in part 2, but now add soft face-framing curtain bangs that part in the center and sweep gently to either side, skimming the outer edge of the brow. Here is what nobody explains. Curtain bangs do not add heaviness. Done correctly, they create an optical lift. They draw the eye horizontally across the upper face, toward your brow line, toward your eyes, and away from the lower jaw and neck entirely. Your bone structure gets reframed upward. Everything reads younger. This is the one that made 3 women in my circle book the same appointment within a week of each other. If you are still wearing blunt, straight across fringe, swap it for curtain bangs immediately. Blunt fringe cuts horizontally across your face and shortens your forehead. Curtain bangs open your face. The difference is not subtle. The third youth-boosting cut is one almost no one mentions, the textured shag. Not the 70s version. The modern refined shag. Chin to collarbone length, with layers that start high and cascade downward, finished with soft, wispy ends throughout. The texture creates movement. Movement creates the impression of volume. Volume reads as vitality. And your natural elegance, the way you carry yourself, becomes the frame, not the hair itself. You needed to hear this. Swap any flat, single-length cut for this textured version, and ask your stylist specifically for razored ends. Maintain the shag with a light texturizing spray on days 2 and 3 after washing. It revives the movement without product buildup. Do not wait for your next scheduled trim to make one of these changes. The chair is already doing something to your face. The only question is whether it is working for you or against you. Part 4 is where everything comes together. And there is one specific detail about how you finish your cut that most women completely overlook. Part 4. The finishing detail that decides whether your cut ages you or saves you. Everything you have learned so far comes down to this. The cut itself is only half the equation. The other half, the part that most women never think about, is how that cut is finished. And this is where even a perfect haircut falls apart or locks in its full power. You can have the right length, the right shape, the right layers, and still walk out looking 10 years older than you should, because of one finishing decision. That decision is texture at the ends. When a stylist cuts hair with scissors straight across, whether it is a bob, a lob, or a shag, the ends are blunt and dense. Dense ends make hair look heavy. Heavy hair pulls downward. And downward pull does one thing consistently. It ages your face by drawing every feature south. This is the quiet sabotage happening to women everywhere. And it has nothing to do with their age or their bone structure. It is simply about how the hair ends. There is one thing your stylist can do in the last 4 minutes of your appointment that changes how your entire cut reads. Razor cutting or point cutting the ends. Razor cutting or point cutting removes density from the ends of the hair without removing length. It creates movement. It allows the hair to lift rather than hang. It gives every cut, whether it is your curtain bang lob, your textured shag, or your soft pixie, a lightness that reads as youth, health, and energy. Honestly, this 4-minute technique is the difference between a cut that photographs well once and a cut that makes you look incredible every single morning. Ask for it. Those beautiful eyes of yours deserve a frame that works at full strength. If you are still leaving the salon with blunt, scissor-only ends, swap that instruction for a specific request. Point cut the ends throughout and razor the perimeter. Maintain that finish by avoiding heavy oils on your ends. They weigh the hair back down and undo everything the cut just accomplished. Yes, that's simple. This is the one detail that changes everything about how your cut performs. And most women spend years wondering why their hair never looks quite right when the answer was always in the last 4 minutes of their appointment. Next time, we are going inside your makeup bag, and the one product most women over 60 are applying every single morning that is adding years to their face without them ever knowing it. You just learned 6 specific things about haircuts that most women spend years and hundreds of salon visits figuring out on their own. You didn't just watch a video. You changed how you'll look the next time you sit in that chair. Now tell me, which of these 6 haircuts were you making without even knowing it? Drop it in the comments. Was it the mushroom cut? The blunt jaw bob? Or have you been getting blunt ends this whole time and never thought to question it? I read every single one. Next time, we are going inside your makeup bag. And there is one product you are almost certainly using every morning that is aging you faster than your haircut ever could. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I will see you in the next one.